In the sweltering heat of a 91 degrees Fahrenheit day, the Arizona Cardinals and Denver Broncos clashed in their final preseason game of 2024. This contest, far from being a mere formality, served as a crucible where roster dreams were forged or shattered. With most starters, including high-profile names like Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr., watching from the sidelines, this game became a stage for those fighting for their NFL lives, the battlefield, more than just a game, the stakes, beyond the scoreboard. While the final score of 38-12 in favor of the Broncos tells one story, the real narrative of this game lies in the individual battles, strategic assessments, and potential career-defining moments for players on the bubble. Each snap, each play, carried with it the weight of dreams and the potential to alter the course of careers. Key storylines and in-depth analysis. 1. Zach Wilson's redemption arc. Perhaps the most compelling narrative of this game was the performance of Zach Wilson, the former first-round pick fighting for his NFL future with the Broncos. Key moments: a laser-accurate pass to Nate Adkins for a touchdown, showcasing Wilson's arm talent, a 46-yard touchdown bomb to Brandon Johnson, demonstrating deep ball accuracy and poise, a rushing touchdown, highlighting Wilson's dual-threat capabilities. Analysis: Wilson's performance was more than just stats, it was a statement of resilience and adaptation. His ability to make plays both from the pocket and on the move showed a maturity and growth that could potentially salvage his NFL career. This game may well be the turning point that convinces Sean Payton and the Broncos brass to invest further in Wilson's development. Implications: roster security. Wilson's performance likely secures his spot on the Broncos roster, possibly as the primary backup. Strategic flexibility. His dual-threat ability adds a dynamic element to the Broncos' offensive playbook. Trade value. Should the Broncos decide to move on, Wilson's preseason showing could increase his trade value. 2. The undrafted gem, Xavier Weaver's emergence, in a game filled with players fighting for roster spots. Xavier Weaver, an undrafted rookie from Colorado, made a significant impact with a 43-yard reception. Analysis: Weaver's big play wasn't just about the yardage, it was a demonstration of his ability to create separation and make plays downfield. For an undrafted rookie, these moments are golden opportunities to catch the eye of coaches and front office personnel. Implications: roster consideration. This play alone might have pushed Weaver from practice squad consideration to a potential spot on the 53-man roster. Offensive scheme fit. Weaver's ability to stretch the field could add a new dimension to the Cardinals' offensive strategy. Development potential. His performance hints at untapped potential that could be developed over time. 3. The battle in the trenches, defensive line dominance. The game saw impressive performances from defensive linemen on both sides, with Jordan Jackson of the Broncos and Cameron Thomas of the Cardinals standing out. Key performances: Jordan Jackson, multiple sacks, showcasing his pass rushing ability. Cameron Thomas, his third sack of the preseason, demonstrating consistency and improvement. Analysis: the dominance of these defensive linemen not only impacts their individual roster chances, but also provides valuable insights into the depth and strength of each team's defensive front. Implications: roster depth. Strong performances from these players indicate robust depth on the defensive line for both teams. Schematic flexibility. The ability of these linemen to generate pressure could allow for more creative defensive play calling in the regular season. Development trajectories. For young players like Thomas, this performance could be a springboard for increased playing time and development. For special teams, the hidden battleground. While often overlooked, special teams play a crucial role in roster decisions, especially for players on the bubble. Key moment: Matt Prater's 55-yard field goal, showcasing his continued reliability from long range. Analysis: Prater's consistency from long range is a strategic asset for the Cardinals. It extends the range of their offense and can be a game changer in close contests. Implications: strategic advantage. Prater's range gives the Cardinals' offense more flexibility in their decision-making. Roster construction. His reliability allows the team to focus on other areas when making final roster cuts. 5. The quarterback conundrum. A tale of two teams. The game highlighted the contrasting quarterback situations of the Broncos and Cardinals. Broncos' perspective: with Russell Wilson entrenched as the starter, the focus was on Zach Wilson's development and potential as a backup. Cardinals' situation: the absence of Kyler Murray put the spotlight on their backup quarterbacks, with Tune getting significant playing time. Analysis: this contrast in quarterback focus reflects the different stages these teams are at in their development. The Broncos are fine-tuning their depth, while the Cardinals are still establishing their quarterback hierarchy post-Murray's injury. Implications, roster decisions. The performances in this game could directly impact the number of quarterbacks each team keeps on their final roster. Offensive strategy. The strengths and weaknesses displayed by the quarterbacks will influence offensive game planning for the regular season. Long-term planning. For the Cardinals especially, these performances could influence their approach to the quarterback position in future drafts and free agency periods. Tactical deep dive, the chess match on the field, offensive scheming, simplicity versus complexity. One intriguing aspect of this preseason game was the contrast in offensive approaches. While preseason playbooks are typically simplified, the execution and effectiveness of these basic schemes can be telling. Key observations: Denver's use of play action and rollouts to maximize Zach Wilson's mobility, Arizona's focus on quick, rhythm-based passing to assess their quarterback's decision-making. Analysis: these approaches aren't just about moving the ball, they're strategic choices designed to evaluate specific skills and adaptabilities of players fighting for roster spots. The effectiveness of these dumbed-down offenses against NFL-caliber defenses provides valuable data for coaches in their player evaluations. Implications: player evaluation. The ability of players to execute these basic schemes effectively under pressure is a key factor in roster decisions. Regular season preparation. Success with simplified schemes can build confidence and provide a foundation for more complex playbooks in the regular season. Defensive challenges. The effectiveness of basic offensive schemes puts pressure on defenses to demonstrate their fundamentals and adaptability. Defensive strategies, pressure versus coverage. The defensive approaches in this game provided insight into each team's philosophy and player evaluation priorities. Key strategies: Denver's aggressive blitz packages, showcasing the pass-rushing abilities of players like Jordan Jackson. Arizona's mix of coverage schemes, testing the adaptability of their secondary players. Analysis: these defensive strategies serve dual purposes. They evaluate the execution abilities of defensive players while also testing the decision-making and poise of opposing quarterbacks and offensive linemen. Implications: roster decisions. Strong performances against various defensive looks can solidify a player's position on the depth chart. Schematic insights: success or failure against certain defensive strategies can influence game planning for the regular season. Player development. Exposing young players to diverse defensive schemes accelerates their learning curve and prepares them for regular season complexities. The human element. Stories beyond the stats. The undrafted journey. Xavier Weaver's moment. Xavier Weaver's 43-yard reception wasn't just a play, it was a moment that encapsulated the dreams and struggles of every undrafted player fighting for a shot at the NFL. Personal impact. For Weaver, this play represents years of hard work, perseverance, and belief in his abilities. It's a testament to the idea that talent can shine through, regardless of draft status. Its broader implications. Scouting process. Weaver's performance highlights the importance of thorough scouting beyond just drafted players. Team culture. Success stories like Weaver's can inspire other undrafted players and foster a competitive, meritocratic culture within the team. Zach Wilson, the weight of expectations. Zach Wilson's performance in this game was about more than just football, it was about redemption, resilience, and the mental fortitude required to overcome early career setbacks. Psychological aspect. Wilson's ability to perform under the immense pressure of fighting for his NFL future demonstrates a mental toughness that could be as valuable as his physical skills. Implications for player development. Patience in development. Wilson's growth serves as a reminder that quarterbacks often need time and the right environment to reach their potential. Coaching impact. The role of Sean Payton and the Broncos coaching staff in Wilson's development highlights the importance of finding the right fit between player and system. Statistical deep dive. Beyond the box score, efficiency metrics, quality over quantity. While traditional stats tell part of the story, a deeper look at efficiency metrics provides more nuanced insights into player performances. Key metrics: Zach Wilson's yards per attempt and completion percentage, defensive pressures generated versus blitz frequency. Analysis. These metrics, when contextualized within the limited sample size of preseason play, offer a more comprehensive view of player effectiveness and potential. Implications. Player evaluation. Efficiency metrics can reveal hidden value in players who might not stand out in traditional stat lines. Strategic planning. Understanding these deeper metrics can inform game planning and personnel decisions for the regular season. Situational performance, clutch factor, analyzing performance in high-pressure situations, third downs, red zone opportunities, 2-minute drills, provides valuable insights into a player's potential to contribute in crucial moments, key situations. Zach Wilson's red zone efficiency, defensive stops on third down, analysis, success in these situations, even in preseason, can be indicative of a player's ability to perform under pressure, a crucial factor in regular season success. Implications, roster decisions. Strong situational performance can tip the scales for players on the bubble. Role definition. Success in specific situations can lead to specialized roles, e.g., third down back, red zone target. Even for players who might not be every down contributors, the global impact, NFL's expanding horizons, international player development. While not explicitly mentioned in the game recap, the NFL's continued efforts to develop international talent add an intriguing subtext to preseason games like this. Potential impact, roster diversity. The presence of international players, if any, in this game showcases the NFL's global reach and the expanding talent pool available to teams. Fan engagement. International players can help expand the NFL's global fan base, making preseason games relevant to a wider audience. Technological integration in player evaluation. The use of advanced metrics and tracking technology, while not directly mentioned, undoubtedly played a role in player evaluation during this game. Implications, data-driven decisions. Teams are likely using advanced tracking data to supplement traditional scouting in making final roster decisions. Player development. Insights gained from this technology can inform personalized development plans for players who make the roster. Looking ahead, regular season implications, roster cut. Predictions. Based on the performances in this game, we can speculate on some of the tough decisions facing both teams as they finalize their 53-man rosters. Key decisions: Broncos quarterback depth chart behind Russell Wilson. Cardinals receiver core, with players like Xavier Weaver making late pushes. Analysis. These decisions will shape not just the immediate composition of the teams but also their strategic approaches to the early part of the regular season. Strategic revelations. While preseason playbooks are limited, the game provided hints at potential strategic emphases for both teams in the regular season. Potential strategies. Broncos' use of quarterback mobility in their offensive scheme. Cardinals' aggressive defensive front and its impact on their overall defensive philosophy. Implications, game planning. Opponents will use these preseason films as part of their preparation, looking for tendencies and preferences. Personnel packages. The effectiveness of certain personnel groupings in this game could influence their usage frequency in the regular season. Conclusion, more than just a preseason game. As the final whistle blew on this preseason contest, the scoreboard reading 38-12 in favor of the Broncos told only a fraction of the story. This game, ostensibly a final tune-up before the regular season, was in reality a complex tapestry of personal dramas, strategic chess moves, and organizational philosophy in action. For players like Zach Wilson and Xavier Weaver, this game may well be remembered as a turning point in their careers, the day they seized opportunity and transformed their NFL trajectories. For coaches and front offices, it provided crucial final data points in the complex calculus of roster construction. The implications of this game will resonate far beyond the preseason. The strategies tested, the talents unveiled, and the depth established will all play crucial roles as both the Broncos and Cardinals navigate the challenges of the regular season. In the end, this preseason finale served as a microcosm of the NFL itself, a league where opportunity meets preparation, where dreams are made and broken on single plays, and where the margin between success and failure is often razor-thin. As both teams move forward into the regular season, they do so shaped by the battles fought and lessons learned on this sweltering August day. The true impact of this game will unfold over the coming weeks and months, as roster decisions crystallize, game plans evolve, and the long journey of the NFL season begins in earnest. For now, players, coaches, and fans alike turn their eyes to the horizon, where the promise and challenge of a new season await.